Hello everybody! This is session 4 of the King's Landing campaign. So we left off with Nixon Blue narrowly escaping the Crown's Guard and Blue just running off into the middle of nowhere. That's where we left off. What would everybody like to do? Yes, Blue is still in the game. Wait, did I say Nixon Blue narrowly? I meant to say Nixon Marmot. I'm sorry if I said Nixon Blue escaped the Crown's Guard. Sorry. Nixon Marmot escaped the Crown's Guard and Blue ran off into the middle of the woods. Memory? We don't have that here. Yeah, my Wi-Fi decided to be, like, terrible. It's like, seriously? So I had to reset the router, and that's why this is starting late. But also that ends well. So it looks like we have Marmot and Blue here. So Blue's in the middle of the woods, and Marmot is still in the city, kind of being intimidated by the guards a little bit. Okay, so Blue's going to continue to the village. Why is my chat weird? Let's try reloading that. Okay, so Blue, you have reached the main village at this point. We'll kind of time skip a tad. And there's a few farmers around. There's a couple houses, like a couple barns, a few small shops, but really not a whole lot there. No, I want the live chat. Population size is not significant at all. It would be like there's about 100 people in this village. That's like children and everyone. And there is a couple people are kind of like looking at you a bit strangely. And one farmer comes up to you and asks for help. So he says, I think you can help me, or at least I really hope you can help me. Because I can't explain it, but there's something going on at my barn, and I just want to get out of there, and if you can help me move, then you can have the property and all. I just please, there's something not right there. The barn is nothing special. There's no reason that this should be going on. It's just like grain and farm equipment. But thank goodness you're gonna help. So he starts to kind of like gesture towards kind of to the south, like west, and there's a bit of a path, but it's not well traveled. Hello, shrimpy jester. I'm pretty sure I know who you are. You are currently in the city with Marmot. Not well traveled, you say. Yeah, Blue, like, it's a pretty, like, small path. You can tell that, like, a cart has traveled it a couple times, but it's not, like, a populated area, so it's, like, one person going back and forth over a span of time that seems decently significant. This is, in fact, ideal. So yeah, you're about like an hour away from this tiny little like farming village, and it's just a little like homestead. It's a little worn down, but kind of has been repaired a couple times. It's just kind of a humble little home in the middle of nowhere. Um, and so the guy who's been leading you here is just like, well, there's just this thing, and I can't explain it. It's like a spirit, maybe? But whenever I go anywhere near it, it attacks me, and I just want to get my stuff out. That's all I want. I don't know why it doesn't like me. Like, it doesn't seem like a person, it just seems like anger. I don't know, it just it hurts, like a shocking kind of. I don't know, last time I barely got out of there alive. And it doesn't seem to. I tried to trap it in a box and it just went through the box. Okay, and so with that, we are going to switch over to Marmot and Shrimpy Jester, who are in the city and have kind of narrowly escaped the guards, and are together at the moment. If both of you are still here, which I think you should be. Bingus bongus. Perhaps. Yes. Okay, so what would you like to do, given that last time when you aggravated the guards, they tried to kill you? Blue, I'm aware, and I am changing the plot. So, yes, so Marmot just lovingly takes out this snail, just, Jerry, you are safe, safe and sound. And pats Jerry. I'm not giving you poison damage, but I could. And so, Bingus, what do you wish to do? And then we wait for the chat latency. Okay, so Marmot, you hear this snail just say, "Hello, caretaker!" And just kind of like bonk you. But like, the snail doesn't actually speak to you, like just telepathically. Jerry is communing again! A spirit of the forest! So yeah, Marmot is very excited that Jerry is communing. Indeed, I am that. And I have come to deliver you a quest. A grand quest. I am hungry. And Marwa is just very excited to have a quest in order to find some food for Jerry. And Jerry would like some fish. And then we will jump back to Blue, who now knows kind of the nature of whatever is haunting this farmhouse in the middle of nowhere, and has been quested to remove it, or is offered to. Oh no, we got the lag. The Wi-Fi do be unhappy. Am concerned. Do I need to like grab the wired internet or something? Hold up. Here, hold on while I try and fix this. Okay, I think the connection is back. I think it's better now. Okay, Blue, yes, you should roll initiative. Hopefully, the Wi-Fi does not decide to hate me. Hopefully. She says with optimism. A concerning observation. Dice. Okay, yeah, so Blue, initiative. And then I need to find all the dice. Don't complain about the stream quality. Okay, 15 versus... Okay, you are going to be first. So you are up against this kind of glowing ball of something, like of magic or something like that. A spirit of some sort. And so you can make your first attack, give me the DC to hit, and the damage. I try and find the correct dice. And the damage type as well. That's also kind of important. The gods have returned. Why is this all so... Okay, I feel like stuff just isn't loading properly. Live chat. Give me all the chat messages. Okay, this is just the technical difficulties day, apparently. That's just great. So still, the latency is probably way longer than it's supposed to be right now, is my guess. Because I should have gotten your attack rolls by now, but I cannot see them. So either, I don't know, something has been goofy. Ah, there it is. Okay, cold damage will hit 18, and is Ray of Frost is, that's a D8, right? I think 1d8. Okay, that is going to hit. And I'll just roll that for the sake of time and do 7 damage. Okay, so already this thing is looking pretty hurt. So it is going to fly towards you. It's an 8 hit, and that's lower than your armor class. So it does not hit, it just kind of whooshes past you harmlessly. Oh, damage is... Okay, yeah, it's not looking as hurt with damage of 3, but that's a bit more fair. The farmer should have just hit it. So yeah, and then it is back to your turn. As this thing kind of flew past you. Ray of Frost again. Okay, hit DC and damage. And it rolled a 3. That one's gonna miss. Okay, and it is going to fly at you again with another attack. 16. So this time it crashes into you and you feel a shock go through your body. And that is going to do 7 lightning damage. And it's back to your turn. Now the barn is nice and frosty. That it is. So yeah, back to your turn. Dice. Damage is 6. Okay, so this already is like looking very hurt, like it seems to kind of be like struggling to maintain as one form. But as its last hurrah, it is going to fly towards you and then poof, it vanishes. And you can tell it's still there, but you can't see it. Sorry. Okay. Hold on. I'll just type it in chat. Dear Wi-Fi, please be happier. Wait, are there any settings that will actually make this better? No. Okay. Cool, and this just broke. I use web. Wait, is that a camera feed? Yeah, I don't think that'll change it. Yeah, well, now it's okay, it's back to green on OBS, so yeah, normally it's not bad. Anyway, okay. So the ball of magic has flown towards you and then disappeared, but you can still tell that it's out there, you just can't see it. Okay, Dex 15 to make the terrain weird. This thing's just floating, so it is not affected by terrain difference. Unfortunately. But last you saw it, it was looking pretty hurt. So you can try to attack it and roll with disadvantage. Okay, you can climb now. Otherwise, you can just like hold your action. That would be another option. Stream is sad again. Okay, so you hold your action. So it is now going to fly towards you and just barely manage to hit you and shock you again, which is going to be 5 damage. But you get an attack of opportunity. I'm gonna try and switch to an audio-only channel. Okay. This doesn't have to process video, and I don't think that's making any difference in anything. Doesn't look like it. Never mind. Okay, that's making no difference. So I'm just watching the little thing in the corner just go red, and it makes me sad. Can't see. I can totally spell. That's spelled wrong, but I don't care. Okay, so with the frostbite, ooh, that fails. Okay, so with the frostbite, you see it like blink into existence and then dissipate. So with that, to the best of your knowledge, it is completely gone. Yeah, I have 1 hit point left, so damage did not matter. And then we are going to switch back to Marmot and Bingus. After you have successfully killed whatever spirit this is floating around. And then we wait for the latency again, because for some reason that's extra bad today. Yeah, well, it's kind of, Blue, it's kind of like your barn now, because that guy just wanted out, like, he just wanted to move stuff. Marmot's just like, yes, it's back to us. So yeah, Marmot and Bingus, Marmot, you are just very happy that Jerry has begun communing with you again. So apparently it wasn't just that one time when you were seeing lots of fancy colors. And you just hear this voice just echoing in your head, just like bing bong. Marmot, no metagaming. Stop it. Yes. So, I might have to end this early because it's really lagging a lot, but that's not gonna help at all. Settings. No, there's just like not helpful. Advanced. Okay. Sorry. Okay, so Marma is just asking Joey, like, forest spirit, by which name shall I refer to you? Whose name? And Jared just replies back, like, you shall call me only by the greatest of names, a name that strikes fear into the hearts of many. Bingus Bongus. Bingus for short. Typing fast. And Marmot immediately is just like, I bow to you, like, just gently places now no longer Jerry, now Bingus on the ground, and just is very pleased. Facts. Okay, the Wi-Fi is not getting any happier with me, so I cannot type. So, wait. Yes, good. But I shan't take your servitude until you prove your worth by getting me food. Yes, my second master. Okay, this is very, very unhappy. Okay, so what I'm gonna do, I'm going to leave that there, and I'm going to jump back to Blue and wrap that up, and then we're gonna end the stream early because the Wi-Fi is not cooperating with me at all. So, Blue, after having vanquished the spirit that has been haunting this little homestead, the owner has kind of like come back after being like, okay, like it's gone now, and it's just like, so can you just help me like load up the cart? Because I don't know, there are more of those things, like they're real scary. Wi-Fi do be like that sometimes. And so Blue helps load up the cart, kind of sends him on his way, and in exchange, he hands you kind of this very like informal deed that's just for the house and the surrounding, a small chunk of the surrounding land, like a couple acres, and you are now the owner of it, and you're a little bit suspicious of how easy and simple the transaction was, but this area is kind of outside of any real, or not like any real government influence, but there's not really a big governing body, so they just don't really keep track of that stuff that carefully. So, yeah, you kind of have this quite possibly still haunted little property south of King's Landing, and I don't know how to farm. Well, there's much to learn, Blue, and most of the farmland has gone pretty wild anyway. So yeah, it's pretty disheveled property. But yeah, so with that, we will end the stream for today and hope that the Wi-Fi gets better next week. And yes, there's a forested area on the farm. So hopefully it's better next week. And with that, goodbye.